Welcome to Frosted Tips, where we highlight those ends. Yes, this is your host Carmen Sandella, and next to me is my lovely friend.
How the hell am I supposed to follow
I
that?
don't know.
That's such a curveball you just threw at
Fucking
me.
canceled, dude.
Already,
It's
second
over.
episode, we're getting canceled. That was perfect, but like, I was frozen. I went full bitch mode because I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
General Chow, bitch.
Soy sauce eating motherfucker.
I like that.
No, I like soy sauce. I'm not even gonna lie.
I like soy sauce.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Here you go. You're back.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here. Hey, you want to know what's funny? How crazy is it that on this episode we're wearing the same fucking clothes? It's fucking crazy.
It's wild. It's like we don't do our
I'm
laundry.
a fucking cartoon character because this is all I wear.
Yeah, no. That's probably. I'll wear this hoodie. You know how I got this hoodie? Did I ever tell you? There you go. Just don't stick your tongue in there. I got this hoodie. Okay.
Jesus Sorry. Where'd you get your hoodie?
Fuck. All right.
Who made those?
These hoodies? I don't know. Look at the tag.
Yeah.
I went to an ugly sweater party. It was like on a booze bus.
Oh.
On like Christmas.
Oh. Who hosted that?
My wife's cousin.
Oh.
Invited us out the Rocky River. Went to some wonderful places. I couldn't pronounce the beers. Like, I'm just like, farthest I go is Great Lakes.
Yes.
You know, and then give me a Miller Lite or Yingling. But like, I couldn't pronounce the beers, and I felt like a truly uneducated person.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? And like the bartender's like, oh, it's okay. You know, I'll tell you everything. Tits hanging out, trying to get me to tip her more. Listen, I ain't tipping you anymore.
Sure.
Just, you ain't gonna show me nothing I ain't already seen, right? But anyway, so we go on this bus, and I had this ugly sweater, and it had kittens on it, and it was just a hideous sweater.
Yeah.
And I saw this girl wearing this hoodie, and she was only like 100 pounds, like very tiny. And I was like, that is probably the coolest hoodie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's just a basic hoodie. And she's like, I like your sweater. And I'm like, do you want to trade?
Woo.
And she's like, I don't have an ugly sweater. And I was like, I don't have a Miller Lite hoodie. And she was down. She was more excited. And every time I see her, that is the first thing that's brought up. She's like, do you still have that hoodie?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I still have that hoodie.
It's this hoodie.
It's this exact
That's
hoodie.
pretty cool.
I only got one Miller
You
Lite
take care
hoodie.
of it.
I wash it.
We know who isn't washing it.
But yeah, that's how and like I do that. You were at a party with me one time when I traded a guy a shirt.
Yeah, it was.
We were at a random party in the woods.
Okay, now that's the same party I was thinking of because of my hat.
You lost the hat?
I was going to work out in Chicago, and I bought a Chicago Bears hat.
Oh.
And it was a fucking nice hat. I spent a lot of money on this hat. And I came over there, and I was hammered. And we're by a fire, and this guy's like, yo, fuck that hat. Fuck that team. Just throw it in the fire. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I fucking did.
Sure, peer pressure, bitch.
Stupid.
No,
I think he was a big guy.
Yeah, he was. He was a big guy. It might have been my cousin, actually.
Really?
No, he's a pretty nice guy.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
No.
Probably his cousin.
It was
Other side
around
of the
that
family.
same fire that you had your shirt. You
Where I
swapped
traded?
shirts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't. I mean, you can't be doing that at a Browns fans. Like they don't. Like I mean, I don't care. You wore that Pittsburgh Steelers shirt around me. I love the Browns, but it's not like love, where I'm gonna harass you about wearing.
Sure.
But there's certain people out there, bro.
I don't even watch football.
I know. And you should have led with that instead of throwing your hat in the fire. It's probably a $40 hat.
People will come and be yeah.
I would have fought for you. I feel bad. I feel bad for taking you to that party. Now that I think about it,
I had a good time at that party.
It was a good time. What else did we do? We were like
think.
gallivanting all over Andover. Like I took you to everywhere.
You did take me to quite a bit of places.
Where the fuck did we go?
How about we discuss about that time? You're like, hey, yo, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo, bud. So maybe you could come with me and, just hang out with me. It's just a simple tattoo. I'm like, yeah, we can do that. And then I go there, and the lady that's tattooing you has fucking antlers on her head.
Dude, do you think
I don't know where the fuck you took me?
I was just given an address, and I showed up.
This broad has antlers.
And she wouldn't shut the fuck up.
No.
You can tell she just ripped a line of cocaine, too.
She's a warlock.
Yeah. She had deer antlers on. What was it, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
I can understand having deer antlers on at like 2:30 in the morning. After the bar's closing, see a pair of antlers.
Now, you don't see that too often, so I wasn't, like, upset, but I was, like, a little nervous.
Well, you weren't the one getting a needle in your body.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean...
That's fair.
But no, the guy who did it was a legit dude. But no, that threw me the fuck off, too. Like, you walk in there... Because he wasn't there yet. That's what it was. We were just sitting there talking to her.
That's right.
And, I don't know if she was just nervous because, like, 2 good-looking men walked in there and was talking to her.
It's probably.
I mean, God.
I intimidate.
You do.
I intimidate.
But, like, you come with that charm. Like, right in there. And you're like, oh, this guy's cool.
Yeah.
This guy's
I find odd enjoyment out of scaring children.
Who doesn't?
I really do. We have this.
What about old people too?
Old people? I don't know who. I'm trying to think of old people I hang around. I really don't hang around with.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you, but go ahead.
I don't really know any old people.
Well, I used to scare the shit out of my grandma, and like I feel like that's like the reason that she,
No, we were having Thanksgiving, I think, and like it was all of like Lex's family was up here. And her niece was up, and we're all around our dining room table, and like, whatever. I don't remember what she was doing, but like her mom was like, "Hey, stop!" And she's just like doing her thing, and then I just like I'm quiet at the table because like I'm a part of the family, but it's like her family. She's talking to everybody. I'm just there eating spaghetti. And
you miss that pasta, don't you? You miss that pasta.
Bitch in there have brown rice spaghetti. I haven't had fucking spaghetti in so long I can't even talk. It's been 2 weeks. Who am I kidding?
That's a long time.
And I'm just sitting there. She's just doing her thing and eating little bits. And I was like, "Hayden, quit!" And she just like, and I'm just laughing. Everyone else is like, "What an asshole I am." And like Lex is the only one that's around me all the time, so she's just laughing, knowing like I don't really give a shit.
Right.
I'm just fucking with her.
Oh, they took it serious.
Yeah.
See, that's one of those times where like humor goes unchecked because I would have laughed my ass off if I saw that. Like I would have told everybody at work the next day, like, "Hey, this shit happened." I think it's the reaction that people give is why we love scaring them.
Oh no,
like to see what their reaction is.
It is.
I don't know, but no, dude, that shit's funny. Don't let people talk you down. All right, because that shit's hilarious.
There's a lot of things I would like to talk about on this podcast, but unfortunately, before I can, some of them have to pass away. And
motherfucker's got to check out so we can talk.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, somebody's got to check out, dude. I'm just trying to be appropriate because, to be honest, some of them still scare me.
I never thought I'd hear those words out of your mouth.
What?
You want to be appropriate, like you're grown up. You're grown up.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it.
Are you struggling with it?
Like being appropriate?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Because that's how I see you, as like that dark humor. You and I have that same dark humor. Obviously, there's certain things that we can't, because there's things that I'll share in a TikTok to you that are funny, like, haha, okay. But that would end somebody. Mm-hmm. They would be traumatized by that.
Yes.
They're weak. And why do we have to feel that we can't express ourselves? First Amendment. Why not? Talk to me. No, I'm not. I can't do that. It's just like, take a joke. I think that's the problem.
Love comedy. And I don't understand the whole appropriateness of everything. I do know I'm trying to be appropriate or whatnot, but like, I don't like having to think about it.
Right, just let it.
I just want to let it fly because there is honestly very few things that like I think that I'm spewing hatefully. A lot of the times when I'm saying something, it is in a joke fashion, and I'm just fucking around.
Right.
I don't care. I don't really have hate for anybody.
Right. And that's the problem when people don't know you, and
Right.
you were to say that. It's just like, can't we all just get along?
Sure.
Like in the 90s? Was there this much hatred?
No, dude. I was a kid. I'm watching, like I said, wrestling. Everyone's doing, again, the suck it. There's people lifting their shirts, showing their titties.
Right.
Okay. You're watching South Park.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everything. You have Jackass.
Yes.
All this shit was bad for, you know what I mean? It's like, would not fly now.
Yeah, you can't change the rules on us halfway through the game.
Nope.
That's the way I look at it. Like now, everybody who was born after all that stuff, like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. But I feel we should have a free pass.
If you were born after Hannah Montana, you can go fuck yourself.
Probably like, who's Hannah Montana? Well, she's kind of gone downhill a little bit.
Whoa, hold your fucking horses. Because she just did her New Year's Eve special with
Dolly fucking Parton.
Dude.
Who's a saint.
She is. Miley Cyrus is in top shape right now. She looks great. She sounds great. She's got that. It's going to sound weird, like that I've been used voice. Like she's been through shit. You know what I mean?
That raspy.
The raspy, like I've done a lot of shit. I had a lot of good time.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It just. You know, like Janis Joplin had that raspiness to her.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Like
it added the character.
I like it. I actually do legit. I like her. Respect her.
Oh,
I think she sounds awesome.
I could not agree more. She redid Madonna's.
Awesome.
Oh man, I was fired up.
Awesome.
I would be that guy in the concert. I would be
awesome.
singing along, dancing, and I have no shame to that.
That's amazing.
But
she did awesome.
But Dolly Parton, like, she's a saint to me. I love her. I'm not a big fan of country music.
You're not?
I mean, not really.
No.
I like older country.
Sure.
Not like today's country. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like,
I thought you were a big Morgan Wallace fan.
No, I mean, I don't know. I like some of his. You're just trying to bait me.
Oh, I'm so trying, dude.
I like some of his songs, yeah. But at the same time, like, I would rather listen to classic rock.
Sure.
That's how I was raised. My mom's taste in music was a lot better than my dad's. My mom introduced me to Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Aerosmith.
That's awesome.
Like all these rock and roll bands. And then, like, all these people have the nerve to tell me, yeah, I saw them in concert. The concert ticket was $2.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go see you go see Aerosmith in concert, and you're not going to pay less than $300 for a nosebleed.
Might be cheaper now. He just got in trouble. He got me too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Well, he's a rock star.
He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's at. I mean, these guys, women were just throwing themselves at them. And now you're going to Me Too a guy. Now, Cosby, he fucked up. He was a pervert. Did I say something wrong?
No.
You stopped there, and I'm like...
No, I just wanted to be...
I said, you're not left...
He's allowed to treat women however he wants. Oh, shit. I like to zoom back out. Okay.
No, just leave it zoomed in the whole time.
The
The people just listen to this are going to be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Just watch the video. Don't work and watch us.
Don't. I mean, we'll eventually talk about the subjects at some point.
Eventually. And on that note.
Yes. So I figured today we talked about maybe discussing a little bit of Home Improvement.
Classic show. Classic show.
It was. I think if we're going to do this correctly, we should remember who the little youngest child is. Randy, Brad, and Zach.
I feel like a bad...
Let me look.
See, I was kind of hoping you knew, and I was just going to go off of you.
Yeah. Let me look. Tim.
Yeah, let's
see.
Let's look it up. We don't have a Jamie to look up the...
Yeah, Jamie, could you pull this up? Oh, you want me to wash your dishes? Oh.
Another inside joke.
Shit. Sorry.
Only a select few will understand that joke.
Cast. All right. So real quick, Mark, you little fuck.
Yeah.
So Tim, the Tool Man Taylor, Jill, Brad, Randy, Mark.
The OG crew.
Yes.
Then you can't forget about Al and Wilson.
Al. You know what's funny? I always thought, man, I would really hate to I didn't want to be. Well, shit, this is a picture of him now.
But perfect timing.
Dude, I did not want to be like, man, I don't want to grow up and be a flannel wearing heavy set guy.
Zoom in.
Am I on me? I really wish I could. Maybe. Wah, wah. All right.
Get the beard and everything.
I know, dude. Look at this dude's teeth. These are fucking solid teeth. He's a good-looking guy.
Are they fake? You think?
Yeah, probably. I would have fake teeth.
Oh yeah, if you had that kind of money.
Yeah.
See, I fucking hate the dentist. I gag so fucking bad. I hate going to, and then the dentist has enough nerve to get mad at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Mad at you?
Yeah, because I was gagging. He smacked me on the forehead. Not hard. It was like a stop. That's what he did. Yeah, he's like, quit gagging. I'm like, quit playing with my freaking tonsils, you weirdo. You're here to freaking clean my teeth. Grow up, bro.
I have to go to the dentist. I guess depending on when you listen to it, either last Friday or next Friday. I don't. My wife made the appointment.
Why would she do that?
She fucking asked me if I wanted her to, and I said yes just to shut her up. And I'm just thinking about not going.
They'll bill you. They'll bill you.
I didn't go for 10 years. And then they're like, hey, your teeth are pretty good. Don't worry about it. Well, I mean, they want me to keep coming back.
Oh, yeah.
But they're like, hey, there's I shouldn't say they're all good. I had a cavity or something. I figured after 10 years, they'd be all I would be way off.
Right.
Course. So I kind of figured I'd have another 10 years before I'd have to go.
Are you just going for a cleaning?
It's been 2 years since I went. So I got to get exam.
Oh, the x-rays?
The x-rays and stuff again.
That's where I fucking gag. They stick that thing in there. They're like, bite down. And then they're having a conversation. It's like, take your brr! And I'm like,
it hurts.
I pull it out.
It hurts.
So I got to do the panoramic one. But I remember the first time that it had been a while since I'd been at the dentist. This was probably 5 years ago, and I got my teeth cleaned. And, dude, I couldn't eat or drink anything because they were so damn sensitive. Because it had been so long. Dude, I think they pulled out a Milwaukee grinder.
Fuck. No. No.
So you're not going?
I am going to go. I don't want to. I don't want to go. I feel like I should. You want to know why I'll go? Honestly, you want to know why I'll go?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to disappoint.
No, that's that's a solid point.
That is why. And I probably should go, but I really, really don't want to.
Now, then the next question. Disappoint A, yourself, B, your wife, or C, the dentist?
Oh, my wife.
Okay.
I'm not worried about myself with that. I know I should care about my teeth, and I do. I don't think I got ugly teeth.
No.
But it's
I mean, I chewed tobacco for 10 years.
Yeah.
And, I quit because I seen too many toothless people.
Yeah.
And I'm just or jagged teeth where they always I don't know. Yeah.
I just like to think, hey, if a couple start popping out, I'll just fucking get them done.
Yeah. Just get them fixed.
I ain't working. My wife's got good insurance.
Yeah. You got it made.
I live on the teeth.
Yeah. I live vicariously through you.
I'm just bi.
I always knew.
Yeah.
No, come on.
What?
No, I ain't trying to be like that to you. But no, he did have exquisite teeth.
Al Borland?
Al Borland. Now Wilson, we never saw.
Never saw the bottom. He died long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he had cancer or something. He was always cool. I wish I had a Wilson.
Do you though? In today's society, in the 90s, that was okay to have a nosy neighbor, but now nobody Like, I'll talk to my neighbor every once in a while, like, hey,
Yeah.
But like my 2 neighbors that live on either side of me are cool as fuck because like we say hi, bye, and that's it.
Yeah, that's probably true. Because if I want to walk in my backyard, I probably don't want to bullshit every time.
That's what I'm talking about.
I do kind of like solace a lot.
Yeah. I think a lot of us do.
I do.
That's why we do Walmart pickups now. We do Amazon. That's why Amazon boomed because nobody wants to go to the store. Just bring it to me.
Yes.
Bezos capitalized on laziness.
I ordered baby powder. I live by a Dollar General. I could just go and get it the same day. But I didn't want to take off my slippers. I didn't.
See, and that's the problem. Like, we don't have any right to bitch about. That's what pisses me off when people bitch about this place.
Yeah.
Like, third world countries, are they ordering baby powder? No. And like I think that's what pisses me off when people bitch about the United States. Sure, it's got its flaws.
Yes.
It was built on flaws.
No, for sure.
For
sure.
But at the same time, it's just like, I didn't have anything to do with it. I didn't have shit I was just born here. Like, if I want to order something off Amazon or drive a gasoline car,
it's not your fault. You can.
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault.
I just bought the technology to do it.
Right.
But no, I'm getting way off fucking topic here. You gotta bring me back in.
Speaking of reeling and fishing hats.
Yes.
I'd like to talk. I guess let's come back to Wilson. For whatever reason, whenever I think of this show, and I think of the kids, okay, there was this specific episode, and I always picture my oldest kid kind of like Randy because he's kind of a smart ass, funny kid,
Right.
I made jokes out of everything. And there was a spot where they're like having dinner. Jill's in the kitchen. Everybody else is at the dining room table. And Tim goes like, "What the hell?" or something. He said the word hell. And Brad goes, "Mom, Dad said hell." And then Randy goes, "And damn." And then Tim goes, "I did not say damn." And Randy goes, "Now you did." And I was like, badass. This kid's awesome. That's the first thing I think of. These were great. I loved this show.
Oh, yeah. It was always on.
What is Beth?
Beth canceled.
I'm curious if this comes through because this will be a nice little... I don't know.
Yeah,
or it's going to be weird. My system sound, an Echo, an Alexa announcement went through my TV. I'm going to figure to turn that off.
Is that tough? I know you call her Lex, but like, do you have an Alexa in the house? So like, when you're using your stern voice, like Alexa, and then like you get somebody like come on there, so it's just like you have to talk to 2 Alexas.
So technically, it wouldn't have been a problem anyways because I call her Ho. But no, you can rename it. It can either be named, the 3 that I remember is Alexa, Echo, or Computer. So you can say, "Hey, Computer,"
right?
Whatever. We named it Echo. Now, I am having an issue now because I'm watching the show The 100. Fantastic show. And there is a character on there named Echo. And every time somebody talks, it is, for whatever reason, it goes, Like they say, let me look into that. The Democratic Party. Like, it just starts going to, it's always a political thing it's talking about. And then,
well, they're trying to separate us.
Echo, stop. And it never listens to me. Ever.
No, that's the problem with technology. It's always listening, and like our phones are always listening. Everything's always listening, but it's to the point. It's like, man, I don't care.
I don't.
I'm not doing illegal shit.
That's what I feel.
Like, I get it. Like, but I have nothing. I'm an open book. So
I am. Man, we jump around so much.
We do. Do we have ADHD? Or do you think we're?
I've never been diagnosed, but that's because my parents never took me to the doctors.
Dude, my parents took me to the doctors. 2nd grade. They thought there was something wrong up here. Just lazy.
Just lazy?
No, I remember the guy specifically telling my dad. I went to Mary O's. I don't even know if it's still a thing. It was called Mary O's Developmental.
You sure it's not Mario?
No, it was Mary O's. She was this old.
Hey, you got a bigger head, a bigger boop.
You got a big head, bop a beep. Is that offensive?
Okay, I'm Italian. And no.
Okay.
No.
I was just checking. I was
Nope.
just checking because like
Yep.
you renounced pasta. So I'm just. But anyway, I go to this school because all I wanted to be in second grade was a Power Ranger.
Sure.
I did not want to do school. I just wanted to go home, and I was devastated when my mom told me
You can't be the pink Power Ranger.
no. I couldn't watch it.
Oh,
She's
she wouldn't
like,
let
you're
you watch
done.
it? Oh.
Because I would just draw all the Power Ranger badges. Morphin' time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
So I made the spelling bee.
Oh.
Got out on the first one.
Yeah.
Because I panicked. But anyway, they took me to this Mario's. And I remember, like, this is that 90s straight up guy-to-guy talk. He's like, listen, your son's not retarded. He's lazy.
Sure.
And as a second grader, like, that's a core memory for me. I'm like, that was pretty rude. You know, I'm like, and like, I know, like, my parents are just thinking,
hey.
yeah, that's insulting. Nowadays, you'd get fired.
Yes.
You probably would go to jail.
Yes.
But like, I remember riding home, and I'm thinking like, oh, they're gonna be mad at me because I know they probably spent a bunch of money on this school. And then like, I thrived ever since. And I wouldn't say thrived, but
Which were you talking? You were just at the governor's.
well, yeah, I was.
There's stuff on my beer.
What's on it?
Dirt.
Oh, use your flannel to wipe it off. Be a man.
You like those TikToks?
I do. Yeah,
I love them TikToks.
It's a lot of them are some kind of like repetitive, or it's just like. But
So I have a question, and you can tell me if I'm being retarded or not.
oh boy.
So me not eating bread.
Okay.
Lexus goes, how do you feel different? And like we said on the last episode, you know, I said, you know, like my dreams and my poops are solid.
Right.
And like I've always had back issues, and I think that has helped inflammation and whatnot.
100%.
But like I need to like, you know, start working on the sugars. But like at least I would have always done sugars and bread. So cut
Yeah.
part of it out. But anyways, she goes, are you feeling different? And I'm like, to me, like, if I wake up, you know, before I was actually, you know, doing a lot more physical labor, like at my old company. So it's like, oh, hey, I get a boo-boo. I don't like go, oh, hey, this hurts. Or if I wake up with an injury, I just kind of go, oh, hey, this is just what I have to live with.
Right.
Like if I wake up and like, oh, hey, my leg hurts. My ankle hurts. I'm like, oh, hey, this feels different this morning. And then
Right.
the next morning it feels different. The next morning, it's, you know, it doesn't go away. I'm like, well, I guess it's just how I live now. This
Yeah.
is just like, I just don't think about what's changed. I'm used to just dealing with it.
Yeah. No,
To
I
me,
get that.
and I was like, that's just like a dude thing, I think.
No, it's 100%. Because when I broke my ankle or my leg, the bottom part of my leg,
Your ankle.
my ankle. But that's the thing. Like when I told the doctor, he looked at me like, "You moron! There's no ankle bone. It's the tibula and the fibula."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
"Sorry, Mr. Perfect." You know, it's just like my ankle's twisted this
Excuse
way.
me.
Well, like, what? All right, that night, you got a second? I can
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I figured you got a little bit of time.
Yeah, a little bit.
So we were drinking heavily at a friend's house, playing basketball, and I'm wearing steel toe boots. I just got off work, and I break my ankle.
Sure.
So I go to the emergency room. At first, I wasn't going to go to the emergency room. I'm like, no, screw that. It's too much money. That's another problem with America. It's just like, yeah, I'm not going to go. So then, like, I break my ankle, and I go to the emergency room. They're like, it's not broken.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. It's just sticking to the side a little bit, you know, no worries.
Yeah.
So, like, I go to the specialist. He's like, oh, it's broken. It's broken. You got to, you know, let's put you in all this stuff. A week later, I'm going to the bathroom on crutches.
Yeah.
And I slip on a shirt. My crutch slips on a shirt. And I hit the corner of the bathroom vanity, and I break my T12 vertebrae in my back. So not only do I have a broken ankle, leg, whatever, but now I have it feels like there's like something in my back, which activated arthritis, which I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So I'm fucked. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just to the couch. Fast forward 2 weeks after that, I'm still laid up. I'm like, my life's over. Broke my back. I broke my leg. Like I could walk on my broken ankle.
Mhm.
That's how much my back hurt.
Yeah.
I didn't feel the pain. And then I got the fucking flu.
You get the flu on top of
everything. So like, not only like I can't my shower's upstairs. I have a half bath down, but everything that I need in a flu situation is upstairs.
Yeah.
So I shit my pants.
Like,
it was to like I vomited and I ruined my favorite pair of fleece pajama bottoms.
Ooh.
Which I shouldn't have been wearing them in the first place. I should have known better, but I didn't get it on the new couch.
Yeah.
So now, like, I'm crawling to the stairs. I come around, crawl up the stairs, and like I get halfway up the stairs, and my oldest daughter, this beautiful blonde hair, blue-eyed, Nazi-looking daughter, sees me.
Yeah.
I'm like halfway up the stairs. Now I look like a monster because I have puke.
Yeah.
I doo-dooed in my pants. And of course, she's got my big beer stein.
Yeah.
And like, because the kids are dehydrated by the time they go to bed.
No
so
kidding.
they find the biggest fucking glass of water. So she was going to the bathroom to get more water.
Yeah.
And sees me, screams, throws the beer stein, almost hits me, runs back in her room. And I'm just like, ugh. Like, tool time.
Yeah.
So like, my wife finally hears all this commotion. She comes out, and that's when I knew it was true love. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been married for 7-8 years at this point. But like, she helped me get in the bathtub naked. And now from here down, with the flu and all my injuries, that's not a pretty sight. Naked.
Yeah.
She didn't bat an eye. She's just like, I'm going to take care of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Put me in the bathtub, got me taken care of. I needed nurtured.
Ride or die.
Yeah, she's my ride or die. But yeah, that was so I know when it's going to rain. I know when the snow's coming. All this arthritis. I'm in 35. How the fuck am I going to feel at 70, dude? People are like, oh, you can't talk about cashing out.
I don't even know what arthritis is. There's two things that people always bring up that I pretend to know what they're really talking about. And they'll be like, oh, I have arthritis. Don't crack your knuckles. You're going to get arthritis. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that. And then I'm like, I don't even really know what that is. Is that bubbles in my bones?
I think it's like a calcium buildup because there's two kinds of arthritis. And that's when I talk about it, people are like, what kind of arthritis you got?
Really?
Rheumatoid?
Oh, yeah.
Or and I'm like,
what's the other one? Is there?
I guess regular. I don't know. Like
every time I go, the other one for me is every time I go to the doctors and they take my blood pressure, they're like, oh, 132/75. And I'm like, don't know what that means.
No, I'm the same way.
No idea. Is that good or bad? She goes, oh, it's good. I'm like, that's all I'm going to ask.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to begin. Because I've had people try to explain it to me. And then I do this and I quit listening because it does not interest me.
Sure.
Just tell me if I'm going to die or if I'm all right.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's why the arthritis can get activated. Because like the specialist I went to, he's just like, oh yeah, you must have activated your arthritis.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I do? She's like, we can get you on medication. I don't want to fucking do that. I think that's my problem. Is just like, we can get you on medication. Okay, then what's the cure? Like, I want to be fixed. I have good health insurance. I have money. Fix it. Oh, there's no really. You mean to tell me we're this far in medical technology and you can't fix?
No, sure.
You know, that's where I'm not talking down on the medical field by no means, but at the same time,
well, I am. Make my dick bigger. Please.
You can.
How?
$18,000. Go to a plastic surgeon. I just saw it on TikTok. You can do it. You just got to pay to play. You know?
Damn.
It's possible. Can you? I don't know if I'd want to do that, dude. When I got my vasectomy, that was like traumatic enough.
You know what I would do? I would go smaller, just for like a couple months, and then I bring it back. I'd be like, "You missed that, didn't
you?" Be thankful. No, I get that. That's man. If you had Bezos money, you could do whatever.
He said he's just orbiting the Earth.
Right. It's just like, I don't get it. Let's just go to space. I got $1 billion. Let's go to space. I mean, it's cool, yeah. But are you that fucking bored on Earth that you have to go out of Earth? Or what is it? I
don't know. Is he divorced?
Yeah, he's got this young thing now, girlfriend. That's
how do you not?
Exactly. Because if he, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna skip a little bit on. This is gonna be a little like a 2010s talk.
Okay.
I remember when everyone was upset at who was the Orange County Chopper guy? Not Orange County Chopper, West Coast Chopper.
Jesse James.
Jesse James. How do I not remember that? He was dating Kat Von D.
Yeah.
No. Excuse me. He was dating the Miss Congeniality actress,
Sandra Bullock.
And everyone was mad that he was cheating on her. You remember that big ordeal?
Yes.
And it's like, this dude is probably getting asked 50 times a day to please fix my carburetor. Are those on motorcycles?
Yes.
I know they are.
Okay.
I know. It mixes the gas in the air. I'm not that stupid.
Okay, no, I'm just... Listen, I don't judge. I don't fucking judge.
So, and like, he lets one slip.
Yeah.
Oops.
Say
something more, a little better.
Oopsie daisy.
Cover me up.
I don't know what to
like
say.
A real
I'm
dick.
I don't know what to say.
That's hard.
But I guess if they get bored, you're not gonna believe me. I don't give a fuck if you believe me.
Sure.
I saw him.
Don't believe you. You saw? Oh, go ahead. You saw him
and Sandra Bullock at the Ashtabula Walmart.
Okay, so I was gonna ask if this was at the Walmart because I remember when he came up to Walmart.
Yes,
she was with him.
That's
cool. I do remember.
But I didn't know because I worked at Sears across the little river, so I would walk to Walmart to get like the deli, and I walked like into the event. Like there was people standing in line because everybody in Ashtabula wants to meet this guy, and like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, and then like I saw him, I'm like, oh shit,
that's awesome.
I didn't get my food, so I was kind of pissed. So like I had to go to the mall.
Yeah,
and I think I got Chinese, the wonton soup.
Ooh.
But I didn't eat it much because like I only get half hour.
Because he wasn't very full.
No, I wasn't even full. I was just pissed.
Yeah.
I can't take you seriously.
I'm never going to get on SNL. So, tool time.
Look at Al just look at it. Everybody wants somebody to look at him like Al's.
No shit.
That's just like even though he kind of was the brains of the operation.
Oh, he was.
Like, he should have had the show. It should have been the reverse, but I get it.
So before we talk about Heidi, I do want to talk about Pamela Anderson. Now, some people listening may not know, but she was on Tool Time. She was the original Heidi, which was like the original Tool girl for their show. And here.
A young
Pamela
Anderson.
Much better looking without all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That she did to herself.
Yeah, what's like the problem with aging naturally? I
agree.
I agree. Megan Fox is another example.
Oh, she's going down a bad road.
Exactly.
Bad road.
And that's just it. Like, look, I don't know how old
her
Pamela Anderson
boyfriend
was.
has a pearl necklace. And back in my day, that meant something different.
Right? Well, he wears pink dresses, too.
Oh, how is he a rock star?
Is he? Who gave him that title? Because he, like, Eminem ruined him? So now, like, you have to switch your entire...
It is so bad. I don't like it.
You kind of like it?
I don't like it. I'm not. I tried. Don't get me wrong.
I
listened to a couple. I'm like, okay, let me see. And then I was like, oh, he's just doing something.
Yeah.
He sounds like shit. To me.
Yeah.
To me.
I agree.
But, whatever. Pamela Anderson. She looks great.
She was actually the first girl or woman I've seen naked on the internet.
I've never actually thought what my first one would be. Probably because it hasn't happened.
And never?
Never.
Wow.
Plenty of dudes. I don't know.
I just know because like it was like a big thing. Like we all the neighborhood kids went to my buddy's house because he was the first one with a computer on the street and a dial-up internet. He's just like looking around, make sure he's like, you look for my parents, make sure nobody's coming.
I've been there for sure.
Yeah, so he's type it in, and we all just turned around and looked and like, that's what it looks like.
That's awesome.
Well, that's how I knew I never questioned my sexuality. Because the first time I saw a set of boobs, I was just like, That's
incredible.
That's where I need to be.
Incredible.
Now, I'm not saying, like, you know how some people are like, oh, people are faking it. It's like, no, either you are or you're not. Like, I'm sure there's curious people, or there is curious people,
Sure.
but me, like I said, I saw boobs. I love boob. I'm a boob guy. You know.
Over butt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Bless your soul.
yeah.
Bless your heart.
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with a booty, but I've just see the boobs, and like I knew I wasn't gay at that point in time.
Mine was the lowrider jeans with the thongs sticking out.
Oh, you've always been a booty guy.
I have.
Yeah,
I have. I've always went that direction.
I enjoy both.
Mine was always cuppable. As long as it's cuppable, I can deal with it.
The booty?
No.
Boobs. Yes.
Boobs. That's all flat-chested bimbos. I just came out like that. Get out.
Yeah,
Get them out. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna not look.
Yeah. No, that's it's wired in our DNA.
If Lex had breast cancer and she had to get, like, if there was, like, you know, let's say she had to get one of them chopped off,
right?
I'm gonna make the suggestion, on who gets who, like what kid, because like I'm not gonna have like an unbalanced set of tits, so she's either gonna have to like get them both done, or I'm out. You know what I mean? Like I can't, and like if she just goes flat, she gotta find somebody else.
You just gone.
I just can't. Nope.
Who's gonna support you?
Who? Oh shit! I didn't think that went through.
Are you gonna be? Well, you'll probably be on your own 2 feet.
You think?
Yeah. Shit, I didn't mean to cough. I'm like, fuck. Sinus pressure. All right. It's January. We're Northeast Ohio.
The running joke right now. Do you know why one subject a podcast works is because it takes that long for us to get to it.
Right. That's the truth. Hey, you were ranting about leaving your wife.
Yeah, I did do that.
But I fucked up too. So we'll equally share the blame. So back to Tool time. Pamela Anderson.
Yes.
In overalls.
Now I've always liked the blonde. Now you can tell she's not a natural blonde. She's got that Zach Morris, black hair.
Yes.
I always liked the black eyebrows, blonde hair.
Yeah. You know what I'm looking at right now in this picture? And it may be like
What do you point at?
The older man in me, but the tools.
Oh,
like the tool selection, like how clean they are.
Oh no,
rubber
for sure.
gripped vice grips, channel locks. It looks like she's got a pipe cutter in there. She looks like she's got some metal snips.
Yeah,
she
knows what she's doing.
That's a nice tool belt too.
It is.
So that's kind of, you can tell the evolution of me as a person. It's just like, yeah, it's a good looking girl, but also that's a nice set of tools she has there.
She's got a nice set of tools. Somewhere. Is this the original? Oh, dude, Heidi was good.
Yeah,
Binford Tools. That's right.
Binford. Okay.
Do you remember the tool, like the guy that was like selling tools back in the 90s? He kind of looked like Al.
Yes. Oh shit.
Beard and everything.
Yes. Was it the Mac truck? Mac Tools?
Was
it a big box truck?
I don't. Going everywhere.
Do you think Al stole the look, or do you think that guy?
I think Al's look was based off of it because that guy was actually on the show.
Oh, okay.
This guy actually made an appearance. Anyways, yes.
But no, I like dark-haired women.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the second Heidi was my favorite.
Yes.
Nothing against Pamela Anderson, but at the same time, like I've always had a thing for brunettes.
Yeah.
So I don't know what, I heard at one time, dark-haired women and breakfast food. And I'm like, that is me.
That's nice.
I love those two things.
That is.
There's
nice.
nothing like a good piece of bacon and a brunette. Yes.
I wish that I could have that in my everyday life. That soundtrack.
Put it on your phone.
Hold on, let me make this pun.
Just have it ready. You're gonna set yourself up.
Let's reverse.
He does have really nice eyes.
He does have nice eyes. See, now look, that's a frosted tip if I ever seen one.
See, there was one time I wanted that haircut.
Oh, me too.
And
me too.
I was told it wouldn't work.
Really?
Yeah. So because you have to like tame it and train your hair or whatever. But yeah, I think every boy in the 90s wanted that haircut.
I wanted that bad.
I don't care what you say. And then you went to your phase, like your dark phase, where it was like the emo with like your bangs over your face. But at one point in time, ladies and gentlemen, every boy wanted that haircut.
I wanted girls to do this to me. Make that little heart. I'm really fucking that up. Make a heart. I rented. There used to be a video rental store in the Giant Eagle in Saybrook. And I used to take karate lessons, and there on Saturdays I would have a class, and afterwards my dad would take me to rent a movie, and I either would go to like for wrestling stuff. I would try to get pay-per-views, but I rented more than I'd like to admit a Backstreet Boys VHS like live concert and like behind the scenes of the music videos type of stuff. And off the bat they're like singing like I would do anything, like whatever, and then there's these girls just like doing this with the heart, and I'm like, I just want to make a girl love me like that. That's all I wanted.
Right.
Really. I don't know why it keeps going back to that.
Do you want me to text Lex, tell her to when you walk in when we're done with this, to walk in and give. See, I can't. That's hard.
It is. Well, it's kind of hard to do it to the webcam.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's unfortunate because like I'd have to go back and look. Like it's just weird seeing somebody like that. Too. Not that he looks bad.
Right. He looks like
it's just
confused.
He looks like an older guy. Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like he's. I don't know. But of course, there's probably 5,000 pictures.
You want to know what? You know what he needs? Honestly, I would think make him beard. Throw a beard on him. He's good to go.
Yeah.
Do you remember he was in Fast and Furious? Do you know that? He was in the best one, Tokyo Drift.
Was he?
He was in Tokyo Drift.
He was the fucking asshole kid at the beginning that wrecked the Viper.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And he looked good in that.
Yeah.
He looked kind of yeah.
When did that come out?
Probably right after this. That's probably early 2000s too.
Yeah, that was such a great movie. But you talk about the rental, having to go to a store,
yes,
and rent movies. That was like the normal for us.
Yep.
I would be so excited for Fridays because Friday night my mom would take my sister and I.
Yeah.
We'd get to rent one movie, and I would rent one video game, one Nintendo 64 game.
Yes.
And this girl running the place had everything. The only thing that would piss me off is like she would just stand there and talk. And talk and talk. Like, listen, I just rented this Nintendo 64 game.
I got shit to do.
I don't want to talk to you. And they would call you, leave on your answering machine. Hey, you got to bring that back.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I don't want to take it back.
Right.
But I take it back. And then you have to talk to her again. That was even worse because I'm dropping it off now. Now she's just like, so I was like, now I look back. I feel like kind of an asshole because she probably didn't have anybody to talk to. Probably alone, you know. But that was, we didn't have like any Blockbusters or big chains in my small town. It was just Rio Video, it was called. REO Video. It was, she just owned it, and she would, and then like, nothing pissed me off more, Carmen, is when you'd put a VHS in, and it'd be at the credits. Be kind of rewind. Seriously. Now I got to sit through 5 minutes of this thing rewinding. And it would just piss me off.
Well, it was to the point where they actually made a machine that was solely for that, right?
Yeah, the rewinder. But then DVDs come out.
Do you know what? I remember what my first DVD was. Do you remember yours?
I do.
Really?
You go first.
Terminator.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Dad came home. It was a DVD, and you kind of felt like, yo, we're doing shit now.
Right.
This is like, we're really something.
Yeah.
In good old Plymouth.
Right.
And he had Terminator, and that's like my shit. I was like,
the first one?
First one. Yeah, it came with like, I don't know, I did hate these, but like DVDs sometimes would come in their own sleeve, and it was this heavy metal. I get it because like it was like a Terminator thing, and it was a big heavy metal Terminator head sleeve. Yeah, that was my first one. What was yours?
It was Driven. It's a Sylvester Stallone was in it. It was an IndyCar racing movie.
What?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was called Driven. You may want to fact check me on this. But Sylvester Stallone was like the retired IndyCar driver, and like he came back into it, and like there was this crash scene that I would watch.
Yeah.
And it was so cool because you could just like hit a button and it would like go back 10 seconds. I could just rewatch it. But I remember my parents, like I came home from school and we had a new TV and a DVD player.
Yeah.
And I thought the same thing. I'm like,
it's awesome.
Yeah. We're rich as fuck,
awesome.
Motherfucker. Like I got a DVD player. Throw all the VHSs away.
Yeah.
I don't want to see. Don't you even bring a VCR to me.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, that's like I remember watching that. I think there was like the You Got Mail. I think my mom bought that.
Oh, the
with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Oh, I remember Meg Ryan.
I'm pretty sure it was like You Got Mail. I'm like,
I think that sounds right.
This is boring.
Yeah.
I think my mom got anxiety from watching like Years of Lifetime, that women's show.
Yeah.
Because like the whole show was just like based on like your kid's gonna get kidnapped.
Oh sure.
Or
sure.
You know, shit like that. So
sure.
It's just like I think Lifetime Network gave a bunch of women anxiety, and they passed it down the chain.
I believe it. The only couple of shows I watched from Lifetime I had to deal with a missing child.
Right, your kid's gonna get abducted.
Yeah.
So like my parents were like hovering parents, which is I mean probably good because I'm a stupid person. I would probably got abducted. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I got some WWF DVDs in here.
Oh, I'd have been in.
Exactly. I got some thin crust pizza, pepperoni.
You're a thin crust guy?
I do. I like the thin crust. I feel better about myself.
Why don't you just eat toppings?
No. Listen, hear me out. I feel better about myself when I eat a thin crust versus a full. I don't get as full. Now I probably eat.
What do you eat for? You eat to get full. You're supposed to eat until you feel sick and then go to sleep.
That's a sin in the Bible. You ever seen the movie Seven?
Yes, I have seen Seven.
What's that called? What's that sin called?
Gluttony?
Yes. See, that's your Bible app. I'm glad you got it.
I do have it, and it's there.
Okay, and we'll leave it at that. But that's all I'm saying is like I like thin crust, a crispy thin crust, and I'm gonna stick to it. I'm sticking to my guns. Not like paper thin. Come on now, like in between the full and like not like where you can see through it. No, get the fuck out of here.
I'm talking like a Lizzo slice, like a Kardashian, good old, big old thick Colucci pizza. That's what I like. I like a good old thick bread with some sweet sauce. That's what I like.
See, I don't mind the sweet sauce at all. I don't mind it. But at the same time, if your crust is whack, dude, get the fuck out of here. You don't have nothing.
Ooh. We're gonna kind of go back just a second.
Yeah.
I remember renting Mortal Kombat 2 from that same at that Giant Eagle that I was renting stuff. We went and rented Mortal Kombat 2. Stopped down the road. This is why I'm thinking like with the 90s stuff. Papa John's.
Ooh.
This is right when Papa John's kind of came out. We ordered a Papa John's pizza. Came back home, watched a movie, and ate some pizza. My dad was like, "Yo." Okay, he really didn't say yo. He didn't do that. He goes, "This fucking sucked." He hated it.
The pizza?
This is some bullshit pizza. And verbatim would say that, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I have never had it again.
Really?
Never. There was two things he hated back in the day, and that was Papa John's and Rosie O'Donnell. Fucking hated her. Don't ask me what.
Dude, I absolutely love your dad. I love your dad because should I go to the first time I ever met your dad?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Brooke brought me over to your house, and we were outside on the side there where the pool's at.
Yeah.
And he walks out and looks at me. He's intimidating as fuck.
Yeah.
I can see where you get that smoldering look.
Yeah. So.
But he's like staring at me. I was like, "Hey, how you doing, sir?" He's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Mm-hmm.
Said, "I'm Carmen's friend." Didn't say anything. Turned around, walked in the house. I'm like, "Oh God, I pissed him off." Comes out and gives me a dilly bar. Says, "You want a dilly bar?" Fuck yeah. Butterscotch on top of it.
Oh, it's butterscotch?
It was butterscotch, and he didn't fuck around with that chocolate. I still would have took it.
Yeah.
Because it was like a gesture. And then
That's his favorite, so that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ever since then,
yeah, you guys have been tight.
I've been tight. Every time I see him on the street, he looks at me and smiles. He's, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but how does he wave?
He flips me off. But it's
actually, my mom told me to tell you hi.
Oh God, I love your mom too. That's the thing. Like, I hate the fact that you live here now because I never see them. Like, I could sit and talk to your parents all day.
Yeah, how many times would we be doing something and I'd have other people over and then we'd be like, "Where's Jerry?" I'm like, "Oh, he's talking to my dad. He likes Jerry more than me." Yes. That's the joke.
And I kind of felt bad too because I'm just like, it was just smooth conversation with your dad and your mom.
Yeah.
It was just, that's why I love them. And you need to take me over there or I'm just going to show up.
We can go. We should do like a pool. You haven't been in the pool in a long time.
Yeah, though. Yeah, you're right. But I just may like show up and like how fucking hilarious would that be if you called or whatever? Like, I'm just hanging out with Jerry on the deck. Like, okay,
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have a problem because like I said, I love your parents. They are just cool as fuck, and they've always treated me like what I always felt welcome. The first couple seconds, I didn't feel too welcome when your dad just walked away.
But you see, I just got done talking about how I like scaring children, so that's pretty much the same difference.
Yes, you got that from him because
difference.
he like I ain't gonna fuck around in this man's house.
Literally, Luke. I'm just gonna go by names apparently because I really fucked that up. Luke thought it was a good idea to. Well, long story short, he put a hole in my wall, like big hole upstairs, and one of his buddies was over, and he goes upstairs and sees the hole, and he just like real nice. He was like, "Oh, how come there's a hole up here?" And I was just like, "Because the last kid that was here didn't listen."
Threw his head through the wall.
And he walks away. And the whole thing, like, he's probably scared as shit of me. He's scared.
Right.
Like, I'm just fucking with him.
That's a core memory for that kid.
Probably. Can we talk about the Luke story about the ceiling, or the second floor to the first floor?
We have to.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
We have to.
So, I don't remember why I said that Luke was retarded. Like, what initially started. He was doing something silly. And, like, I just said, like, he might be retarded. And it was just kind of joking. And then Anthony was around, and I'm like, he overheard me say that. So then I'm like, telling Anthony, I'm like, "Anthony, I don't think your brother is retarded. I'm just saying things. I'm joking." And then right as I'm saying that, I have a grate on my ceiling in the living room up to the second floor. And a giant fucking loogie just drops from the second floor from Luke and spit it down to the first floor. And I just looked right at him and I go, "Never mind."
Cancel that.
He's a little slow.
I think honestly, at one point in time in all of a boy's life, that our parents have
just do stupid stuff.
Yeah. And
I pissed on the wall.
Yeah,
because I didn't want to get him from playing Sega. I just peed on my wall.
Oh, you just like rolled over and just...
I just went to the wall and peed on it, and it... I don't know what the word is, but like it ran down the wall, drizzled, went through the floor, and was coming down to the living room, and my mom's like, "Hey, what's that?" And then I probably got beat. Probably.
I mean,
I deserve that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I remember
that happened in the 90s.
Yeah. We're really bad at keeping on subject.
Fucking Tool Time was great. All right.
Yeah, listen, it was always on.
Let's talk about one last thing with Tool Time. All right. I would like to talk about Jonathan Taylor Thomas, because that dude had a pretty mouth. He was awesome. He was fucking Simba.
Yeah. That's a pretty significant role. Look at his hair.
Oh, dude, his hair was awesome. I wanted that hair.
Yeah, his hair. I mean, he's got trimmed eyebrows.
What nationality is he? You think he's Indian? He got that Indian look. He was in an Indian movie.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Or was Tim in an Indian movie?
He was like the step kid, like the asshole step kid.
Yeah.
And he gave the Indian name.
Huh.
And I'm Native American, so I'm allowed to talk about this.
I am too.
Okay. But He named his stepdad like Squatting Dog.
Yes. That's right.
And
that is right.
Just an asshole kid, but he played a good part.
I don't think that was him.
No?
I think that was Tim. Because Tim, in the cover of the movie, had arrows like crisscrossed on his head.
Yes.
I pulled this up on purpose. Here. I will have... Let me move the camera over. I hope this is allowed. All right. There's a rib cage. Tim Taylor Indian movie.
Not that one.
I fucked up. His name. Whoa!
Is the show over?
What just happened? No, it's still recording. I don't know what happened. Well, I put Tim Taylor. His name is Tim Allen.
Yeah. I mean, you're on Tool Time.
Okay. Tim Allen. Let me see. So, Jungle to Jungle. See, the kid does kind of look like Randy. See, this is okay. That's the arrow.
Yep.
Yeah,
but it wasn't Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
It
was Tim Allen that was in the.
Yes. I don't. He just totally dropped. I think he did like college and shit.
Became a normal.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's probably the best route to.
Yeah.
He's still a good looking man.
He is.
I wonder how old he is.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have to know.
All right. I'm gonna say, oh, dude, this hits if I even say in the 40s because I'm thinking he's in the 40s, and that makes me feel old as shit.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna say 38.
I think that's a very. It's a very good number. Holy shit, he's 41, dude. God, we're old.
I mean, but honestly, I don't know when that picture was taken, but he looks good for 41.
He does.
You know, see, that's the thing. People back then looked so much older than what they were.
Yes.
Like, I look at pictures of, like, for example, there's a school south of town that has like a huge gymnasium and had like a roller rink in it on every Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
And they'd have like the disco ball and the laser lights and everything. And I would look at these pictures of these people in high school. It's like, holy fuck. That's what I'm going to look like when I get in high school. They look like they're 45-year-old men. Right. And
I just now feel like I look like my age. Now I feel like I do. When I always compare everything to wrestling.
Right.
So I remember being a kid and looking at The Rock, right? And I remember he was like the youngest champion at 27 years old. And he looked like a fucking man.
Yeah.
Right. And now when I'm looking at a 27-year-old champ, there's this guy named MJF. He's like 20, I think he's 26 and he's the champ. And like, it's not the same. Like, it's not that he looks bad, but it's like when I was a kid, I was like, yo, this is a fucking man and an adult.
Yeah. Yep.
This guy is an adult, but because I am actually older than this guy, there's a disconnect now, and it's weird.
Yeah. No, it's definitely because I do this. Like, I'll ask my wife. We'll be alone, obviously. I'm like, that guy's my age. Do I look like that? Like, I guess that's kind of an asshole thing to say.
Right.
But it's like, do I look old like that? And I don't know if she's just being nice to me. I said, no, you don't look 35. But at the same time, it's just I feel it. I feel like I'm fucking 70.
70.
I don't feel. I'll be honest with you. I don't feel like I look at my dad, and I don't feel like I'm at his level. Example one: I hear a noise in the middle of the night. I ain't going to check it. Fuck you. You know.
No.
But then, like, I look at other things too. Like, I was never allowed to touch a thermostat. Like, that was a big thing. Now, I'm not being fucking cold. I'm turning that bitch up.
Sure.
Or in the summertime, I'm turning that bitch down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to enjoy life. Like, I don't know what kind of dad you are with that, but like, it's gonna be warm in my fucking house. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
I need a new furnace, so if somebody would like to start a GoFundMe, I would be willing to accept it.
I'll help you install it. $800.
Yeah.
No, not for me. That's how much a furnace costs. They're a lot different nowadays. See, that's the thing. You're on this shit. You're gonna sit there and tell me that I'm wrong?
Fair enough.
I'm being real with you. When you get these furnaces, Carmen, there's nothing like you had before. That furnace you probably got's wider than this TV.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
The new ones are only this fucking big. You can literally carry it downstairs. The hardest part you're gonna have installing this furnace is the vent, to form the vent.
Really?
To it. I'm not fucking around. There's one thing I'm serious. Okay? I'm not HVAC
I've called you over
certified.
to light it before, remember?
I know. I got you.
So,
I'm a retired gas man.
I'm sure you did it too, obviously, but I was helping my father put in new gas line to my old apartment at his house.
Yes.
And I don't know, it got nicked or something, or he was doing something with the fence, or it doesn't matter. But we were rolling. It was like the rollout gas line, and we were installing it. And he hooked it up, and we're on the outside. And he goes, "All right, I need you to check the connection." He hands me his fucking Zippo lighter, and he's like, "All right, light it." I'm like, "What? I'm gonna fucking blow up this place? I'm not doing this." And of course, he's like, "Oh, what are you, a fucking pansy?" Yeah, that's what he said.
That was gonna say, did he actually?
I did it, and it worked, and it's like it needed to be tightened up, but like it was like a fire just around the leak a little bit.
Right.
Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely
that scares me. How you said electricity scares you?
Yes.
That scares me because in my head I'm just gonna see white, and then I'm dead.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about electricity. Like I'm going to hook the wrong wire up, but that's why we work perfect together. You take care of my electrical needs. I will take care of your gas needs.
Right.
Because I'll be honest with you, I was scared to death when I first started working at the gas company. And these people would call, I need my boiler lit. And you have to crawl in there, and like you hear the gas, like you have to reach around and push the button, the pilot.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Macho Man. Push the button and then hold a match, and it's like, and hold the residual gas. Like, you know how many times I lost my my eyebrows were singed,
Right.
the hair was singed,
big ass head.
Exactly. That's one thing that saved me. There was times I couldn't even get in the furnace because of my head.
Really?
Like in my shoulder, like how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Thank God now technology's better, automatic pilot lights. But I'm telling you, $800, you can get a furnace, and you're good.
I'm saving up for a new guitar, so priorities.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I understand that. What would your dad do? He'd have a fucking furnace. Pansy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But no, I feel like Tim the Toolman Taylor when it comes to electricity, like how he'd always fuck shit up, and like everything that would be me. Like I'm sure it's easy to learn. Yeah. I'm sure it's not hard. Do I want to learn? No.
There you go.
That's just me.
There you go.
I know. I got a guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey. I wanted to try something with you. So,
all right.
Like we talked a little before. I think you see that there, but I got like 4 or 5 pictures.
Let them rip.
Just kind of go, see what you think.
The Easy Bake Oven.
Easy Bake Oven. What the? Nope. Let's go back to Easy Bake. It's like on a weird timer. Okay. So, legit. I know I just I was just talking about me not eating bread. It's been a lifelong problem. I have always wanted one of these to make my own fucking snacks. All I wanted was a personal snack maker. And I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
My sister had one.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She had an Easy Bake Oven, and it would fucking burn the brownies. You see that brownie pan right there?
Why are you doing that?
Did I do that?
No, you didn't. Apparently I got to do it for them all.
Oh. Well, it would come out and be like, this is fucking awful.
Oh, really?
But I probably did something wrong.
You probably did.
And like my mom's like, we have an oven. I'm like, well, you guys bought it for her.
Sure.
She never used it. That and her Light Bright. And she'd always like be pissed off.
Oh, she had a Light Bright?
Yeah.
I wanted a Light Bright. I didn't get one until I was like a teenager. I played with it too. I would play with this now. I didn't put it in the list. I probably could. Let me just pull it up. There was do you remember the one for boys?
No.
Where am I at? So there we go. There was like an Easy Bake Oven for boys, and it was like disgusting.
I know what you're talking about.
Queasy Bake Oven, I think it was what it was called.
Queasy, baby. Was it like it would make? Yes, I had one of those.
You had one of these?
I had one of those, yes. But I never used it. No, I didn't. Because it would make like the worms and stuff.
Yeah. But
it wasn't edible, right?
I thought it was.
See, I must not have had that. I had the thing that you could make toys.
Toys.
Like, you would like melt you would put the mold in the oven,
Mhm.
and it would like make like fake worms and things like that. That's what I had. So I fucked that up.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, that one. I always wanted one of these.
I mean, you could probably buy one now.
I just eat Lex's cooking. Oh, you want some rice spaghetti? No.
How does that even?
I have no idea.
How does that work?
It's probably not bad. I had chickpea. Do you think my dad ate chickpea spaghetti?
No.
The fuck out of here.
No.
But chickpea spaghetti ain't too bad. All right. Some of the stuff, like I said, I don't know if you've played with this stuff. Did you play with Silly Putty?
Oh, yeah. You'd make the pop noise. You'd fold it over and make the air bubble, or you'd put it on newspaper.
That's what I always like. I want to see what Family Circus looks like backwards, and I would put it on there. And like, I couldn't wait to do that. I was an only child.
Now, Silly Putty was all right.
It was cool, but it's funny how like I was excited. Like, I mean, there's really only so much you could do with it.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Like, I remember actually buying one of these and like showing my kids, like, yo, you could stick it on a newspaper and the picture comes off of it. Like, they didn't give two shits.
That's the problem. It's like they didn't have the struggle. I mean, they didn't have the struggle.
All right. So we're going with the skip it.
Okay.
Did you have one?
My sister had one.
So far, it sounds like your sister was the favorite.
Yeah, by far.
Sounds like
I was an accident.
Your sister was conceived after marriage.
Yes.
And,
wholesome, baptized,
right?
Everything. But yes, she had one of those, and I could never do it.
Oh,
Now you get me on that, dude. I'm gonna break something.
I couldn't do this. I mean, I wanted one. Why? Yeah. I don't know.
See, I didn't need to because I would just steal all the toys from my little sister.
Oh, see, that's a good point.
So I'm like, yeah, she can get that, and I'm going to get the toy I want. So now I have two toys because I was an asshole. I was a bully. Because she'd be like, wouldn't be playing with it, so I play with it, and she'd be like, all of a sudden, now she wants to play with it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. But, yeah, I just could never get the rhythm.
No, I understand. Why don't you describe to me what you think about Yak Bag? I was surprised to say you actually had one.
Yes, I had one of these.
I don't know too many people that did. Maybe it was. It might have been. I loved them. Everybody in my school had them.
Yeah. I mean, it was just talking to it, and again, it was kind of like the Silly Putty. There's only so many things you can say back,
right?
Or piss your parents off to no end. Where you put it like speed it up. Am I correct in that? You could speed it up.
You could.
And they're all like
slow it down.
Yeah. It got to the point where now I look at it as a parent, and I was an asshole. Why I didn't get my ass beat more? Because like I was that annoying kid that like my parents would have friends over, and I would just annoy the fuck out of these people, and like shoot them with Nerf guns and stuff like that.
Mine was I don't know if it was a specific teacher. I don't remember. Let's say we had it in like 4th or 5th grade. I don't remember. Okay. And we actually, the teacher would leave to go, make copies or whatever. I don't know. And what the goody two shoes, one specific girl, I remember doing it. The teacher would be like, hey, you got to be quiet while I leave the class.
Yeah.
And this the teacher would leave, and you just hold it up in the air when people would talk. So it was like their way of tattletaling as proof. And it got to be a thing. Like, there would be like 6 or 7 kids would hold up their yak back.
And
then the teacher would come and be like, yeah, this guy was talking, and shut off. Ugh.
Like,
I got those kids just annoyed my mother.
Those kids are probably terrorists now. They probably joined ISIS.
Probably.
Like, you're gonna rat out your people.
Can you hear this? They probably can't hear the siren.
The sirens?
Yeah.
No, they might be. These microphones are pretty good.
You like the mic? It's a good mic, isn't it?
I love the mic.
You were doing this with me when we were trying stuff. You hear it crack.
Yeah.
This work. These plug in pretty good now and work.
Yeah, I think we got
It's solid.
a strong system going on here.
All right, let's see what the next one. I'm surprised this still stayed. So, this is the last one. Now, specifically, okay, I chose this picture. Like, some of this stuff, like, we're not going to do a whole show talking about Yak Back.
Right. There's only so much you can talk about a
Sure.
Yak Back.
Now, I would imagine we could do a lot of talk about Pokemon.
Oh, God.
All right, so that I understand.
That's a fossil pack, original fossil pack.
Yes. That's why I saved this.
Yeah.
When I was like, there was one specific Christmas, I think it was 99. And it was like top Christmas. I got shit from like all my favorite stuff, like small soldiers, toys, tons of cool shit. And it was like my favorite Christmas. And I can't remember if it was the night, I think it was the night before, above this one couch, my parents hung all like stockings. There was more than one stocking. I was around a kid, so I don't know what's in the other ones. And I think it was the night before, and my dad was like, "Hey, you should check the stocking." And I did, and it was just packed with the fossil pack of Pokemon cards. And it was like a fucking dream come true, just a smorgasbord of Pokemon cards. Right. Now, granted, there's a lot of the same ones. There was that.
Oh, yeah.
There's a snail one.
Yes.
But there, you couldn't beat. We'll do this more in detail later, but opening up a pack and then be like, motherfucker, a fossil card? Or like a foil card?
Yeah. Holographic. Holographic, yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool.
No, that see, the thing about me was I was different from a lot of kids in school because they all played Magic. And like there was a select few of us
that big?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And there was a select few of us that like played Pokemon. And we'll go into more detail, but
sure.
You know, it's funny because these people would make fun of me for playing Pokemon. So we'll fast forward to 2014 when I sold all my Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And put a down payment on my fucking house.
Yeah.
While you were all living in apartments. So go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it's like, I'm like, how the hell? Because back in the day, it wasn't easy. You can buy a house with a fucking cell phone. Back when we bought houses, it was like, oh, you got to sign this paper.
Right.
It's up in the air. We don't know. It's like, fuck. So like on top of that, like you had to come up with a down payment for your house. And it's like, how am I going to do this? I'm going to sell these Pokemon cards. Not knowing what they were worth, you know. Because how I got my pack was my parents took us to the IX Indoor Amusement Park.
Oh, cool.
And like there was a little vendor selling them. And my dad's like, how much for the box? Because like we were buying, like looking through the packs. He's like, just sell me the box. I think my dad was frustrated, wanted to go home.
Right.
So he bought me this entire box. And like Charizard was the first one that popped up in the pack. I'm like, never touched it, put it in a sealed case. And then Blastoise, Venusaur. Like, so I had the mechas.
Yes.
And that's what like really sold that collection. Obviously, like the snail or the little ones.
Sure.
But like they were all like first edition.
Yep.
And but the thing is, I never played with them. I always had separate cards, and I just put them away and forgot about them. Yep. Once I discovered girls and drinking and everything like that. So who knew? Who knew?
Oh, sure. I never played the game. I just like collecting them.
Yeah, I like collecting them. I played a few times. But like, no, you all can go fuck yourself. You're probably still living in apartments, and now I got a house.
You got a house.
So, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I'm sure like we can go in.
That's all I have to say about that.
That's all I have to say about that. Did you know? Quick fact before we
can I suggest that you're going to talk about there being a second one at one point?
No.
Oh, okay. I interrupted.
No. For fuck's sakes. I just saw that on TikTok too. But no, there is no such thing as Greenbow, Alabama.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I was down in Alabama, my cousin lives down there. I was talking to like the natives, and they're like pissed off. They're like, there is no Greenbow, Alabama.
Really?
I'm like, fuck me, dude. Okay. Yeah. I just asked. I know it's Forrest Gump. We know. I'm like, okay. For fuck's sakes. It's like I insulted them.
Yeah.
And we were talking about going out of the ocean, and I saw mobile. They're like, it's not mobile, it's mobile. You're right. I'm on your turf. I come in peace.
Rules, man.
I come in peace. But on the way down there, I'm like, it's fucking mobile. It's like, God damn it.
These motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about.
It's just like nicest people in the world, though.
Really?
Down there. I mean, yeah, it's just. I was at the dollar store talking to a guy for like a half hour. Like, my wife and kids are sitting in the car.
Yeah.
Like, I knew the guy.
Yeah.
We were talking about old trucks, and like, yeah, you take it easy. Just easy going. That's the kind of life I want to live.
I think we're going to have to wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'd say.
I think we did pretty good.
It's past my bedtime.
Is it past your bedtime?
Yeah, I'm an old man, dude. I've been going to bed. I get yelled at.
Why?
Like, last night, it's 7:30. I'm like, I'm cashing out.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Once school starts, I'm getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do
Sure.
school. So it's just like.
Incredible.
Yeah, so like I have to do school before I go to work, then come home, do a little bit more school, and then hang out. Like I'm trying to break up my time to like.
That's hard.
Be a dad,
sure.
A husband. I have 2 jobs plus being in school, so it's kind of like I gotta sleep because I've tried to like get in 4 hours of sleep and I'm a bear, and I try to be a peaceful creature of Mother Earth, Carmen. Okay, but I'm not because I'm running on fucking 4 hours of sleep.
I can understand.
Yeah, that's
not true. I'm not working really. I work 16 hours a week.
That's something.
They're rough though. Do you know what I had to do yesterday?
I'm listening.
I swear we're gonna end this episode. Hear me out. It was so hard. I had to go and change all the batteries and all the remote controls. And that was so tedious. I don't know how I did it.
That's got to be a lot of remotes.
Tons of remotes.
Holy
Tons
shit.
of remotes. Double A's, triple A's. Those are the only 2, but there's a lot of batteries.
Yeah, now if you think about it, like you're on your like 10th one, I'm like, what the fuck?
What did I sign up for?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I'm calling Jerry. I'm going to work with Jerry.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, on that note, we ending?
Yes.
Hey, another hour and a half.
Yeah, I think we did pretty well. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yeah.
We will see you next time. This has been
unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's been a pleasure.
This has been the latest episode of Frosted Tips. I hope you enjoyed, and I know I did a creating it for you. See you next time. I wish I could keep it going.
Oh man, no, that was good. That was good.
It's still recording. Jay.
No, I know. I don't know what you want me to say.
Real. Let's do a real drop. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for listening. This is Carmen Sandella.
And this is Jerry Dybell. We out.
Out.